Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and welcome back to Vampyr. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, not really. Yeah, kinda. It's kinda, sorta, yeah. But anyway, let's get back to it. Refill? Oh, wait. Alrighty. Okay. Ah! Oh! Dr. Jonathan, don't go nuts on me. I don't think I could do anything here, right? Wait, let me double check. Ah! I'm messing up here, guys. I'm sorry. No. I almost got a fatigue thing. I upgraded my machete. No, I can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that either. Dang, can't do nothing. That's okay. No biggie. Nice. Get over here, rat. Oh yeah? Yeah! What are you calling filthy now, huh? Not bad. Alright, now let's continue. Ooh. Did he jump in the river? No. Blood trail follows over here. District stable.
I cannot enter.
Lovely.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Spit spreads death. Ooh. A used scythe, huh? A two-handed weapon.
I must have more. Oh dear God. William, please stop.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
It sure does. Walking slow because plot reasons. This looks like a boss battle.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William Bishop. Whoa! Ooh. Feisty little thing. Gotcha. Out of stamina. Get him. Use bludgeon. All right. Ooh, that does more. What? That does more damage, doesn't it? Oh no, this does more damage. Okay.
William, please, stop.
Unknown.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my
Uh-oh.
flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Gather a blood sample on William Bishop's body. Corpse. Okay.
This poor creature can't be my maker.
Nah, I don't think so.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
You need a lab. You should have a lab. You're a doctor. Oh no. Yes, get the money. Ew. All these body hangings and all that. Gross. Oh my god. Oh, I can move the camera around. Good.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reid.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reid, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reid, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I've heard that beautiful friendship line so many times. Pembroke Hospital. Is this a hospital or an insane asylum? Or a sanitarium? It looks like a little bit of mix of 3.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
that handshake grab.
It's locked.
It sure is. Ooh, is this my outfit? No, this is the map. Oh my god. Oh no. This map is huge. Oh my god. This is where I was. I was at Southwark, the Docks, Western Docks, North Docks, West End, Whitechapel, and then Hospital. That's where I'm at. And I'm pretty sure this is where I need it. Well, that's where I'm at, and that's where I need to be over here. Okay. Okay. Dr. Egger. He's cool. Healthy, too. It's quarantine. Wait, something's off. Let's see. That's did I get my DLC stuff? No, because before I recorded this, I looked up online to figure out what happened to my DLC stuff, and according to like some discussion posts, it said that my DLC stuff is in the hospital somewhere, I think. So meaning my weapons? Because this outfit I'm wearing is already great.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Alright, Dr. Edgar, I'll see you later.
It's my turn.
Rotten ore proceed. Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. So his is 500. Okay. To drink the blood of the prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Must be equal high. Okay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Follow the trail that leads your prey into the shadows. Am I really gonna... Don't tell me I have to kill this guy. He was actually innocent. He didn't do... Well, yeah, he was kind of a jerk, but... Blood temptation. Press left mouse button to embrace clay clocks, or press spacebar to embracing clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about civilians and collecting their hints will increase their experience grind. Release.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
No. I'm not taking his life. He may have been a jerk, but I'm not going to kill him. Now, if he was being a a-hole, then I'll definitely would have got rid of him. But no, he just needs rest.
Whoa, I feel giddy.
Because on the DLC... Oh!
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
That's true. I do need to feed somehow. I'll only feed on the a-holes. I mean, I'll feed on the... I'll feed on the jerks. I'll only suck blood from evil people. Yeah, because I remember buying the DLC for this game, and I should get like a huge two-handed sword and a cool-looking gun. Ooh. Let me guess, lock.
I cannot enter.
Yeah. Do not cough in public. Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Just simply cover your mouth, ladies and gentlemen. Just cover your mouth. Don't be all all over people. That's just gross. Join the ranks. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front line. Whose house is this?
It's locked, all right.
Sure is. Why is the music here so creepy? And it's just a stairwell. There goes that music again. The hospital. Wow, this is really open world. Public notice. Prevent influenza. Spanish. Cover each cough and sneeze with a handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask. And people still wear those masks these days. Which is good. We need those masks to prevent
It's locked.
prevent the spreading.
I cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
How do I use because I want to use the scythe. Oh, Z and C to switch melee weapon. Okay. But it won't let me switch though. Oh, I'm tired. Whew. Ah, God, leave. Really? What the hell? Damn, tough little bastards. Ooh, you're higher than the rest. Ooh. Getcha. Gotcha. Well, that takes care of that. Nice.
It's locked.
Found some gun ammo. For the shotgun and the pistol. I mean, revolver. Ah! Wasn't I just here before? Yeah, I was just here before. I went to a huge circle. No. Your city needs you.
It's locked, all right.
It sure is.
It's locked.
It sure is. Hello, Doctor.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Jadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Jadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Haven't we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh God, why do you have to say that? That's like the worst thing to hear. Especially when you... Yeah. You know what happened in the beginning of the game.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
So you have a lot of John Does and Jane Does here, huh?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Makes sense. Too many bodies in there. The place would be messy and the place would stink. Ugh.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Oh, nice.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
New hint. Personal questions.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Ah.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, Some others buy. I like to help.
Do you believe in life after death?
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Damn, that's true.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reid. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I feel the same way.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Good point. Wait, medical checkup.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
R for details. Ooh, it's a level 4. Details. His book quality is pretty good. He's not afraid of death since he served as a medic. Play.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
This formula written on a piece of paper seems complex and needs to be analyzed. Huh, opium. Codeine. Hey, that codeine. It's a strong anesthetic and tons of drugs. Used to ease the pain and coughing. Let's buy this formula. Yeah. And this is for selling. I have nothing to sell. Actually, I do have stuff to sell. Meadow, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Some bullets. Junk. Good resale value. This item can be recycled into components. High resale value. This item can be recycled into... Let's save the junk for now.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed. Inquire at the nearest Labor and National. Ugh. Crumpled letter. Dear love, I found the missing money for the fee of the ambulance driver. Ask some neighbors. I realize the important thing is you get better. This hospital should be a good place, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Merchant. Cool. Ooh, all the patience.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Okay, Dorothy, I'll be there in a moment. Give me a moment. Just want to look for some more items. Look at that. Look at all this stuff I'm finding. All these could be very useful, Dorothy. Give me a moment. The boat is gone! Influenza. I'm just on explorer mode. I know you want me to go inside the hospital, people. I know, I know. Ooh. Oh, that's where I was before. Okay. Hey, who's that doctor?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reid has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reid. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
But why can't she do? Oh, because 1910s. Women aren't. Oh, right. Women weren't doctors back then. Yeah. That's history. Don't get triggered, people.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Hmm. 2.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Personal questions. Oh, nothing personal, huh? Okay. All right, you're good to go.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Rest to evolve.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the 2nd floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
Wait, before I go, I have a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
You mind me asking, Miss Crane? How's Mr. Hampton?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Okay, where is Doctor?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
He knows me more than I know him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Ah.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay, where's my room?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
2nd floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
2nd floor, after the stairs, last door of the corridor. Gotcha.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I know. I need to evolve, so I can be a better human/vampire. I just want to keep on exploring this place, man. This place looks awesome. Is that? Oh, that's a different.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
And you know what? He's right. Blood transfusion is still going on today.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
True.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Like that one who freaked out over the 2 corpses. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Well, I'm not going to say speak up because that's rude. So I'll ask in a question way. If she doesn't give me the answer, then that's fine. I'll figure it out on my own.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Ah, so you're saying is he an overachiever on this? Or he takes a lot of pride in his work. He's very prideful of his job. Okay.
I'm not familiar with all the staff.
Brilliant professional.
Oh.
It would be...
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Personal questions. Ooh, Tippett praises you.
Why does Dr. Tippets claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippets does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Oh, no, he's not trying to be sexist. I think he likes you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I don't think he's trying to be sexist, is he? Nah. Well, this is 1910, so that could be possible, but I don't think so.
Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Oh, I got something to tell you something. Let's see. Oh, man. You are exhausted.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You have nothing to prove. Your attitude is irresponsible. No. Nurse Brannigan is worried, yeah.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Tippets. Or Dr. Tippets. We got some medical supplies.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
1-1, wow. Your life in London. How was your stay with us?
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you?
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Hmm. Is there anything I can do?
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Personal questions. Did you serve for long?
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
It's locked.
Sure is. Oh!
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
The presence in William Bishop's den.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Hawcroft, huh? Situation in the East End docks.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Huh. What about Tom Watts?
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Corruption?
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
How did you end up in...
I had received...
You are a hero, or a fool.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reid. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Ah, okay. Personal questions. What do you do for a living, besides being a saint?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest?
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why not use your cross against William?
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Interesting. Then what was the other cross that the other doctor had then?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Is there any way that I can check his medical checkup?
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
I guess not.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Your life in London? How's the situation here?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
The Spanish flu won't last forever.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Then that means everyone on Earth will die.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You would be surprised. You're right. Change your attitude. Yeah, be optimistic.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Well, okay, I can't see you mad about that. Level 3.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton so grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ah, okay. Why especially the practitioners?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Oh, fantastic. So I want to interrogate this Milton.
How would you describe...
It's serious.
Get a grip.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Personal questions. Ah, crap.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
This is probably all I'm going to do. I'm just going to chat with people. Oh. Is my office really down here? I guess so. No, mine's on the second floor. This is the first floor.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh. I already talked to you, Dorothy. Sorry.
Thank you, Nurse.
Miss Crane.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Ah. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reid.
You know what? You're not wrong about that. You do need both arms, especially when you're a carpenter. Yeah.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Yeah. Crap.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl, I'm so tired. Reads me like a book. Will this shift never end? I never could keep it.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Oh, shucks. No need to admire me right now. Oh, he's healthy. Level 4. Tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I'll be glad to help you.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
And you might be right about that.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Pembroke Hospital.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Man, you just seem, yeah, quite optimistic and very what's the word I'm looking for? Inspired by me.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need my help?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Cool. Oh, about your blood transfusion technique.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Ah, okay. Wait.
Tell me,
Harvey Fiddick.
What is it?
Fair question.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Well, thank you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh. There's so many people here. Oh my god.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
Tell me about yourself.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you that rich? What are you doing in your life?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Ah.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Oh, so her husband was the moneymaker. I mean, the rich man in the family. I didn't mean to say it like that.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Ah. Tell me about your arrival, then.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh. She charged you.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes. And I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Wow.
Tell me,
the ambulance.
What do you mean?
She managed.
I share your stupor.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Can't believe she charged you for a bed. Ain't that some bull? Well, got nothing for personal questions.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Personal questions? Actually, let's tell me about himself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay. That's fine. How painful is your throat?
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
We must communicate. Oh wait, no. If his throat hurts, then it's gonna be hard to. Whoa. Cure with the fatigue. Cure him with fatigue, and his blood quality is super low.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
No, not at all. Give details. Give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How
so painful.
We must communicate.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How about your hospitalization?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Ah. You're in good hands.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reid. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you?
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Oh my god. Well, as a mother, she'll protect the son or daughter, no matter what.
How painful.
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
All right, ma'am, we need to talk a little bit more.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Okay, no personal. Really? Nothing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, I need to make some fatigue medicine because...
Don't waste your time with me.
No, I'll be back.
Reads me like a book.
Don't worry, sir. I'll be back. Oh, this door's open now. Good.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
No.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, ouch.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
That's fine. No need for bad blood. I'm just... Do you have a problem with me?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
You better change your tone with me. No need for such animosity. Jealousy will not do you any good. That's for damn sure. What decision to choose? Let's just go for this one. No need for such strong No need for strong hostility.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Why do I feel like this doctor is going to be the one who finds out that I'm a vampire? I swear he's going to be the one that's like, oh, you're a vampire. Get the hell out of here. You demon. I bet he's going to say that.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Ah, okay. Your thoughts on Strickland's research?
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Is your rivalry blinding you? Why do you wish to lead the surgery?
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I trust your judgment. You will assume the consequences. It's a conservative point of view.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Oops. Nope. Alright. Bad memories of your military service.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
I have proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge is our main weapon. No reason to justify my actions to you. I have saved many lives.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Really? Okay.
I don't know.
I don't.
And what? Be careful.
I only.
This is ridiculous.
You see?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Dr. Ackroyd. Map. Missing ingredients. Okay.
Nice sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Well, there's nothing I could do right now. I need to save my game. I really want to save my game. Like, I seriously need to save my game because I've been recording too long already.
There again.
Ah! Upstairs. Ooh, this place is huge. Huge and nice. That's the guy who hired me. That's his office. Is this my office? Dr. Reid. Yep. That's totally mine. Right next to Tibbet's and, okay, a bunch of others.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, nice. A locker? Oh. There's my DLC weapon. And there's my other DLC weapon. Nice. Nice, nice. Something's happening here. Ooh. Oh, there's my DLC outfit too. Nice. That's cool. Okay, bunch of articles. It wouldn't let me scroll down. There you go. That was weird. Blood awareness, memorization, supernatural speed. Okay.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Where can I get water?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Alright, let me save my game. Okay, well, we're somewhat safe. Okay, let's see what we have. What we have. Body. Increase your health. Defenses. Cool. Increase my health. That sounds good. And what's this other one? Increase my stamina? Sure. Cool. Nice. Nope. And confirm it. The following night. District status healthy. Pembroke Hospital. Alright guys, that's to end my video here. If you like this video, please give this video a like, comment on this video on how you like games so far, subscribe to see more game videos like these. Alright, this has been Gamer. Peace out, and I'll definitely see you on the next episode of Vampyr. I am so sorry that this was a very long video, but I'm actually glad that I did this so I could get further on in the game. Anywho, bye everyone.